What's up, guys? Today we are going to be reviewing the game Mindseye. Now, I beat the game maybe a few days ago, if not a week, and the reason for the late review is that the game is very suicide-inducing, so I needed some time to, to shake that off and to get in the right headspace. So I think that I'm there, and we're going to go over the good, the bad, and the ugly of Mindseye. So starting off with the good. The good is that if you push the controller forward, your character moves forward. If you push the controller left or right, the character moves left or right. If you push the controller back, the character moves back. Another good is the cutscenes. The cutscenes are very well done. They're very nicely rendered. That's gonna be it. Yeah, that's it of the good of Mindseye, okay? Going into the bad, everything else. Literally everything else. The story is garbage. You're some type of alien individual, yada, yada, yada. They have side missions that I thought were side missions, but they're not actually side missions because they don't go back into the main story. They're literally side missions that they created for the game that are, hearing me say this stuff, is nonsensical, right? So I'm thinking to myself, what on earth did I force myself to play? Because this is not even a game, all right? This isn't a game. This is genuinely an experience. You have to experience this. Whatever Mindseye is, that's what you have to experience, because you're gonna go through a lot of stages. I think it's, stages of grief? And I think you're gonna get stuck in some of them. I think anger is probably one you're gonna get stuck in. Repeating, going back to anger. Some of these checkpoints are cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. You can get damn where to 90%, the end of the mission, die due to, some enemy sharpshooting you 5 meters off that you can't see, and you start at the beginning of the mission. Let's see, gameplay wise, what gameplay? A lot of the missions are trite, old, mundane, 2000, I would say, I was gonna say like 2020. They're like 2006 type of missions, follow the person. It's genuinely, it should be a demo. That's what this should be titled, a demo. Because as far as full-fledged gameplay experience, it should be illegal, okay? The CEO of Mindseye, I think he should be arrested. That's what I think. I think there should be a change.org petition that we get signatures to arrest this individual. I think anyone who had anything to do with Mindseye should be arrested. That's how bad this is, okay? Just so we're clear.
He's out of line, but he's right.
There is something in the game that you will experience that they will try to pass off as gun gameplay, which is not that. The sound effects are garbage. The visual effects are trash. You can't switch out to different cars, even though it's an open world. The characters are absolutely horrible in this game. Once again, quotations, because it's not a game. This is a terrorist money laundering scheme. That's what I believe this is.
Damn.
The studio is a money laundering shell of a company. That's what I think, and I think this is terrorist. I think this is a terrorist bioweapon that somehow got out into the public. That's what I think. I think this is what they're using right now to bomb Iran. I don't think they're actually using bombs. I think they're actually dropping off Mindseye, and due to its content, I think it's exploding. That's what I think. I think it's such a bad game that it's exploding upon contact, okay? That if it doesn't come into human hands, that there's some type of mechanism that causes it to explode because it's not meant to be played. It was never meant to enter your PS5, your console, or your PC. That's what I genuinely think it is. I think it's some type of like Resident Evil type of T-virus that it's spread. Okay, that's what I think, because there's no way in God's green earth they thought that Rockstar was trying to undermine them for the release of this game. There's no way. You have to be delusional, okay? So either these people are actual domestic terrorists that have released this weapon called Mindseye, passing off as a game, or they're a bunch of cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, and they need to be in Arkham Asylum.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
Those are only two options upon playing this. Those are only two options upon playing this. Now, going into the ugly of Mindseye, the ugly is that they charge for this. That's the ugly, okay? This should be free. That's correct. This should be free to play, and even then, I would argue they would be hard pressed in finding an audience. Yes, it's that bad. It is trash, bro. It's just absolute trash. Dialogue, story, characters, visual effects, gameplay experience, all of it is trash. It is poorly done, and the studio deserves to shut down. The people who worked on this game should never, ever in their miserable lives work on another game. As long as, if it was up to me, they'd be sent to Guantanamo Bay for at least a year, up to 6 months, for them to really think about the harm that they did to people, the harm that they put out to people who are just trying to, have a good weekend experience. Like, yo, what's a new game that came out? Mindseye, let's check it out. Like, they actually harm people. There should be a class action lawsuit against the company. I mean, that's where I'm at right now with this game. Let me know what you guys think about it. Are you a victim of Mindseye? That's why I'm expecting to see commercials saying, hey, are you a victim of Mindseye? Did you happen to spend time playing this game? If so, dial 1-800-665 or whatever, and you can get compensated. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. Otherwise, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please feel free to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, guys, keep animating.